I was 15 years old when I started dancing. I actually started dancing because of a girl that I liked. And then after some time I realized that I liked dancing more so than I liked the girl. So, pretty much a win-win. I did not start dancing at Marche. I originally started with ballet and contemporary back home in Bega, and then went into hip hop and jazz and did a whole bunch of different styles. I started ballroom dancing at Marche, and I started at Marche Heathmont. Ballroom dancing to me is actually quite unique, especially coming from the contemporary ballet sort of background as well as hip hop. A lot of the time, especially with dancing, you're on your own. Even if you are in a group, you have your own set choreography and you need to basically do your part. Whereas with ballroom dancing, you're always with a partner, and it's a lot of teamwork. It's understanding another person's movements, understanding how you need to move to help them, and also how they can help you. It's one of the greatest things probably about ballroom dancing, to me anyway, is being able to be in that team and have that trust in your partner. Probably my best style is Nouveau. I spent a lot of time with my coaches going through technique, understanding of how the body moves and why it should move in a certain way. But my actual favourite style is standard. I feel that with the waltz, tangos, foxtrots, quick steps, Viennese, you can have a lot more freedom as far as the choreography is concerned, and they are a lot more fun and a lot more intricate than what most people actually think. So it's a nice challenge for standard dancers to go out, learn a new step, to not only do your part, but also learn what your partner has to do and how you need to do it together. So anybody who already knows me knows that I am not a big Latin person. It's not that I don't enjoy it. I certainly do enjoy dancing it, but I certainly know that I'm not doing it correctly sometimes. Street Latin in itself, I don't think has ever really stuck with me, just due to my previous teachings in ballet and contemporary and having a structure. I think the structure of standing up tall, spine in line is just, it makes a lot more sense to me, and I don't really have the booty for Latin, so we'll just leave that one alone. Okay, well, as you've already seen Monique's video, she's already stolen my favourite dancing memory, so I've had to come up with my second favourite memory. Basically, it was Leah and I's first graded comp, and we were just about to take the floor for standard, and both of us were incredibly nervous. First time we were wearing tails in the dress, and everyone was on the floor, and we started to get ourselves ready, and we're just about to start, and I looked over and there was all our old rec crew that we used to line up with in marshalling, and all of them were cheering for us and egging us on just to basically do our best. And every single time we came past that corner on the floor, all you could hear was just the group getting behind us and encouraging us as best they could. One of the greatest things, or one of the reasons that is greatest memory for me, is it shows the camaraderie that you can have with fellow competitors. Luke and Lindsay, back in those days I think it was Liana and Ben, Eldridge and Jess, we were all very, very, very friendly, and it was great to be able to have that support off the floor and have that encouragement from people who they don't necessarily needed to encourage you, but they wanted you to do well. No, actually, I did not find love at the studio. I met Monique, and it was a complete coincidence that we were both dancers. When Monique and I first met, I was actually on a hiatus from dancing. I had quit and I'd given it up. And after months and months and months of begging and annoying, she finally walked me into the studio. And as anybody would know who has left dancing before, the moment that you do come back, it's very, very easy to get sucked in and get drawn back into it. And I fell in love with it all over again. Yes, I have competed. I have competed for the past 4 years with my lovely dance partner Leah, and our best results we actually got last year at the Australian Championships, where we came 9th in the Open New Vogue, which was something that neither of us thought were possible, but thanks to our coaches and all the support that they showed us, we were able to achieve it. Coming up over the past few years, starting in recreational and moving my way up C grade, B grade and open, I've had many idols that I have enjoyed watching and enjoyed learning from over the time. It goes without saying that the most and outmost respect that I have for Jason Beeman and Brent Oliphant, and the knowledge that they have and the way that they can assist their couples on and off the floor is second to none. As far as, couples that I've enjoyed watching, Joe and Helen Malaby were very big inspirations to me earlier on in my recreational career, and thanks to Joe, he actually pointed me in the direction of Mirko Gazzoli, so I very much enjoy watching him dancing when I've got a few spare minutes and I can look him up at home. But with Jason and Brent always being behind Leah and I, always encouraging us, showing us what we need to do, I don't think there's anyone who could ever top that for me. The best piece of dancing advice that I've ever gotten was from my coach, Brent. I can't say the third word, but it's a phrase that I actually repeat to myself every time that I take the floor for a competition, or every time that I start dancing. So I can't say the third word, but I'll let your imagination take hold, is stand the up. And it kind of helps you have a little bit of gusto when you do start dancing. It is definitely one of the pieces of advice that I've told many of my students, and I will continue to remind myself to do it every time. I think the biggest thing that I've missed during COVID-19 as far as dancing is concerned is missing all my friends and my clients. A lot of people underestimate the relationship that you can build with your clients, with your coaches, with your dance partners. So even just not being able to see everyone has probably been one of the harder things to deal with. But at the same time, I have also enjoyed the break. I've been able to spend a lot more time with my daughter Michaela. I've been able to see her grow up, and she is coming along in leaps and bounds, and that's stuff that I would have really missed had I been continuing on the way that I was going.